I want to welcome all of you very much to this presentation. This is another Monday where we're going to share with you what the business has done for us and what we think the business can do for you. I see people from Uganda. I see some people from Nairobi. I see some people from Sweden, some from Italy. I see some people from Kisumu, some people from Mombasa. So we want to welcome you very much to this presentation. So I'm going to, as you notice that Paul is somewhere on the way. I see there's somebody here who is in Kenya but is in Kampala. We want to welcome you very much to this presentation. Obed from Nairobi, karibu to the presentation. So without further ado, I think it's 7:05. We will start our presentation, and those who come in will join us to the meeting. My name is Pascal Oloo. I live in Pretoria. I'm Kenyan by birth. My wife and I have been living here for the last 25 years. What we want to do in this session, to share with you what the business has done for us, and also explain to you what this business actually is, so that if you're a guest, you can make an educated decision either to join our business or not, or if you're interested in our product range, then you can make your own decision. So give me a moment to share with you the screen. Just give me one moment. Let me put the slideshow. All right. So, as I've said, my name is Pascal Oloo. I'm trained as a civil engineer. I was born in Kenya, and we moved to South Africa in 1995. And in 1996, Betty and I came across this business. So there's a very simple reason why we started the business. As I said before, we started the business for 3 reasons: money, money, and money. That was really the reason we started the business. And why did we start the business? To make extra money. You know, when you start a family, the number of children come along, and the expenses, the demands, the needs of the family increase, and so is the amount of money required to raise a family. But the challenge is when you have a job, because when I started, I was working in a consulting company. When you have a job, you get a salary increase every year between 5 to 6%. But the problem is the inflation rate at that time was between 8 and 12%. What does that tell you? It tells you that we're actually moving backwards. And the other thing that affected us is something called progressive income tax. The more money you earn, the more money you pay. So it's a double challenge that you face when you're when you have a job and your salary cannot increase with the expenses that you have. So a friend of my wife, Betty, was invited for a meeting. And the reason why this lady invited Betty, because she knew that we have a chronically ill child. One of our children has got sickle cell anemia. And she told Betty, look, Betty, it's a business I've come across before in the US. I would like you to try it because I know you have a sick child, and this is something that can actually help not only the child in terms of health supplements, but also to generate additional income. So Betty went for the meeting, and what attracted Betty during the meeting is that the speaker that night was a gentleman called Hansi Cronje. Betty and I are eternally grateful to him because he was in a similar situation that we were. He had a chronically ill child who has cerebral palsy, and he had been in the business a number of years, and he had managed to grow his business and actually become a part-time pastor. So that is what attracted Betty to the business. She came back home and explained the business to me. I didn't understand the details. The only thing that saved us is that we were broke. And I told Betty, look, I don't know if this thing will work, but if we don't try, we will never know if we would have succeeded. So we started the business. I remember that when we started, our first check was $3. For me, that really excited me because it proved that what they were telling us in the meeting was true, because I sat down and calculated how much I would earn given the volume of business we generated during that month. So the next month, our income went to $40, then it went to $140. After 7 months, our income reached $1,000. And that's when my life completely changed. I decided that I'm going to put more effort in this business so that it can become a full-time career. And after 3 years, what we were earning was 3 times my salary, and I fired my boss. I cannot describe to you the feeling of walking to the office and asking your boss, please give my job to somebody who needs it. Okay, that is our story in short. But if you're a guest here and you're seeing this business for the first time, I would recommend 2 things to you. Open your eyes and open your ears, so that you can absorb what we're sharing with you and make a decision that will be good for you. But what I can tell you, your life will never be the same, whether you join or not, because if you do join, I know this business will change your life. If you don't, I don't think you can ever tell your children and your children's children that you never had any opportunity. All right? First, let me say what this business is not. This business is not a get-rich-quick scheme. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that you will not get into this business and within 2 months, 3 months, you're earning $10,000, $20,000. It takes time to build this business. It takes time to learn it. If you're not patient, this business will not work for you. Sorry. So I recommend that you need to take this business seriously. Take time to build it, because it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. We say that our business is a 2 to 5 year plan. What does that mean? It means that if you apply what we train you in the business, within a period of 2 to 5 years, you'll be financially independent. By that, I mean that within 2 to 5 years, if your current income stops, the amount of money you're generating from this business, you will be able to support your family on your family needs. The second thing that this business is not a pyramid scheme. What do I mean by that? I mean, because I've had this question for the last 24 years. When I meet people, they say, oh, this is a pyramid scheme. Let me tell you the difference between this business and a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme, number 1, is illegal. Number 2, there is no product or service offered for a pyramid scheme. Number 3, it's not regulated by any organization. And it collapses between 6 to 18 months. Why? Because it is illegal. A network marketing business has product or service that is offered to the public in return for the money they pay. Secondly, our business is regulated by a direct selling association. Thirdly, the company has longevity. It means that this company has been in existence for a number of years. In fact, this company started in 1958. It's now 62 years old. So there's stability and longevity in our business. After I've described what this business is not, let me tell you what it is. This business is a means of distribution of products and services to the public. We distribute products, or we send products to the customer using a very simple system called word-of-mouth advertisement. If you think about it, if there's a manufacturer and a consumer, between the manufacturer and the consumer, there are normally middlemen who add to the cost of the product. That is advertising, retailers, wholesalers, transport, people who keep adding to the cost of the product, but they don't add any value to the product. And who pays for all these different costs? It's the consumer. So what we do in our business is we take the product from the manufacturer, Neolife, to the end consumer through a distributor like myself or my colleague David Bundi, who is going to share with you his experience in the business. That is what we do in our business. But there are very many people who are watching this presentation because they want to build wealth. For example, I can see Ann Baraza. I'm sure, Ann Baraza, you'd like to know how to make money or build wealth, isn't it? There are a few things that you need to do to build wealth or A few key things about building wealth. The first, you need to get involved in distribution on goods and services. Why? Because people need these products. Secondly, you need to have a global reach. What does that mean? It means that your company needs to be able to reach the entire globe or most people around the world if you're going to build wealth. The third thing is leverage. Leverage simply means you need to learn how to multiply your time and your effort. Okay? Just one moment, please. Yeah, I wanted to be sure. I thought my network had collapsed, but it's still on. Give me one moment, please. So you need to have a global reach if you're going to build wealth. The other thing you need to have is leverage. What is leverage? Leverage simply means you find a way to multiply your time, your money, and your effort in order to reach a larger group of people. The best way to describe leverage is this. Each of us has 168 hours a week. Or let me say you have 24 hours a day. 8 of those hours, I assume you sleep. Another 2 to 3 hours, either you're in transport or you're going somewhere to work and back. Some of it you spend time eating, some of it you spend time with your family. The question is, what do you do with the rest of the time? If you want to be wealthy, you need to learn how to multiply that time by involving other people to join your organization. The fourth thing you need is consumable products. Products that people buy and use, and when it is finished, they buy some more. It's called repeat sale. So you need consumable products, unique, high quality, because when people use our products and because they are good, they're going to buy some more. Then you need a business system. What is a business system? A business system is procedures, tools, equipment, things that you need to run your business so that you don't have to be there personally. And the last thing you need is timing. This business is very timely at the moment. With what is going on around the world, people have lost jobs. In fact, if you go to the next screen, 150 million people had lost their jobs by the end of June. By the end of August, 195 people have lost their jobs worldwide. What does that tell you? It tells you that people are looking for alternative ways to generate income. You see, in South Africa, the McDonald's franchise will cost you something like $150,000 to buy. But in able to break even, it will take you almost 24 months before you actually break even and earn about $6,000 a month. And not everybody has this kind of money. And the most fascinating and astounding thing I found out is that the number one reason why businesses fail is because people are selling a product or a service that others don't need. That is quite surprising, because when you start a business, I assume you've done your market research that people actually need your product. Okay. One of the people who support this industry very much is Sir Richard Branson. And he says that if someone invites you for a network marketing business, join even if you don't understand how the business works. Commit time to learn and build it, and you develop the skills to be very, very wealthy. And that coming from somebody who is a billionaire and has started 8 $1 billion businesses, it is something to think about. Who started this company? This business was started by Jerry Brasfield in 1958. And because Jerry Brasfield, when he was a young man, was a teenager, he had a very, very serious asthma. And his mother got him natural remedies. And because it helped him improve his health, he decided to actually start a nutrition company. And when that happens, as I say, the rest is history. Now Neolife is in over 50 countries around the world. But what is the foundation that brought this business up to this level? 5 principles. Number 1 is absolute integrity and honesty. Number 2, people are number 1. The most important resource in our business is people. Number 3, products that work. Number 4, equal opportunity for everybody. We don't care whether you're 18 or 81. We don't care whether a man or a woman, young or old, a plumber or a CEO, a banker or a carpenter. Anybody who is serious about life can join this business. And the last thing is a long-range vision. A long-range vision simply means you need to have a very long-term view about this business. Okay? Then the next thing is, where does this company do business? This company do business in several places around the world. Why do people start the business? Some people start the business because they want a better life for their children. Some people start this business because they want to build a dream home. Some people like good cars. Some people like beach houses. Some people like money. I'm sure probably all the people who are watching this presentation like money. I need to be careful to say that they love money, because really, I don't think you can love money. You can only love something which are the same being as yourself or the same nature. Anyway, what I mean by everybody likes money is because money makes life easier for everybody. The reason why you're watching this presentation is because you bought some bundles, or you have Wi-Fi, or you bought something to be able to attend this presentation. All of it costs money. All right. Some people join the business because they want to be fit. So people join this business for different reasons. If you're a guest, assume that is you. Our business is doing, our company does business over 50 countries around the world. Okay. Four types of products. One, we call them the golden home care products. Products for cleaning our homes. Why is that important? Because every single home, or every single person watching this presentation at least cleaned their home, or you'd like to have a clean home. So we have products to clean your bathroom, your toilet, your kitchen, your tiles, your cooker, your car, your clothes. All those things require cleaning. The second thing is personal care products. That is hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion. The third thing is nutrients. That is the skincare products. The largest organ in your body is your skin, so it makes sense to take good care of it. And the last is the healthcare products. Healthcare products constitute about 60% of our sales. Why is that? Because people know that if your health is finished, your mission in life is finished. Those are the ranges of products that our company manufactures. So how do you build a business? Doing three basic things. One is we use the products ourselves. Why do we use the products? Two simple reasons. Number one, we are supporting our own business. Number two is that we want to tell people about the things we ourselves believe in, and we have also used and have our own personal experience. For example, Betty and I have been using these products for the last 24 years. And since the corona started, we have increased our intake of the vitamins and minerals because we want better health, stronger immune system, and so on. So the first thing is you need to change your habits and use the product. Now, because Neolife is registered in over 50 countries, the company has devised what is called a point value system. Each product has a point value attached to it. Let's say you use 100 points. 1 point is roughly $1.60 or $1.70, something like that. So you use 100 points in a month. The second thing we do in our business is we share the business opportunity. What does that mean? Is that we introduce other people to join the business and use the products like ourselves. So if you introduce 6 people to use the products, plus yourself is 7, you have generated 700 PV. Your income is about $45 a month. You become a manager. That is just the beginning. The next thing we do is we teach all these people. Let me say the person on the top right corner of the screen. We teach them to introduce 2 people each, and those 2 introduce 2 each. Eventually, that unit will have built a 700 PV unit. If you do that, your business volume reaches about 1,300 PV, and your income is about $90 a month. Not a lot, but it's beginning to grow because you're beginning to build a larger network of users. The next thing you do is you teach all these people to do what you do. Each of them builds a 700 PV unit. If you do that, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units doing 700 PV, plus yourself gives you, plus the 100 you use gives you 4,300 PV, and your income is $580 to $700. That makes a difference. You see, in the continent of Africa, $1,000 extra makes a very, very significant difference in the life of a family. So we don't take this for granted. But the next thing is, some people may not want to do the business. They just want to use the health products. So those ones become our customers, and we make a profit of 20% from them. Why? Because they are not registered with the company, they buy the products at a discount. Sorry, they buy the products from us, and we make a profit of 20%, roughly 20%, depending on the product, okay? The third thing we do in our business is personal development. What is personal development? Personal development means that you spend time to learn, you spend time to build a good attitude, you spend time to develop new skills so that you are able to build your business as a leader. You have your sponsor, and your sponsor supports you with training, support, and personal development through seminars, through CDs, books, literature, material that you use to build your business. That is what we do in our business. But you see, some people are very ambitious. They want to earn more money. If you want to earn more money, the goal is to help other people who've joined the business to become successful. If you help one other person to reach a director level, your income is about $1,000 plus. If you help 3 people to be directors, your income is about $2,000. If you help 6 people, you become a president's team member, your income goes way beyond $5,000. So I know they're very ambitious people in this business, and I would like to invite one of them to share with you our experience. His name is David from Nairobi. David Bundi is a very successful distributor and one of my great friends. One thing I like about David is he dresses with style. So David, I'd like to invite you to share your story with us. So if you can hear me, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Pascal, for that wonderful presentation. Good evening, all of you. My name is David Bundi Mukila, like Pascal has said, and I'm so happy today to be talking to you, sharing my story. So my journey started in this business on 23rd of August 08. That is when I got registered. But before I got registered, I remember how some people approached me. So before I go there, I'm married. I'm blessed with 2 kids. I thank God for that. And I used to work, but now I'm not working. I used to work with the military. I used to work with Kenya Army. And for those people who are in Nairobi, I was particularly in Kawa Barracks. That is where this opportunity found me. So I remember some people approached me and they visited us in our house. I used to live just opposite the army barracks, and I used to accommodate my 2 cousins. So in that house, I used to live in a self-confused house. That is what we call them in Nairobi. So I used to live in a single room, and I accommodated my 2 cousins. We were single then. We were bachelors, fresh from college. And while I was there, that's when some 2 people came in my house, and they tried to share with us about this opportunity. They told us how you can get money, how you can get good health, and seriously speaking, I didn't get anything. The reason is because I was fresh from college, and I was so much energetic, and I thought now life would be so exciting. So when they were talking about money, I didn't get anything. But because in the same house, I used to live with 2 cousins who are jobless. Actually, they were brokers in town. So because I used to live with them, I told them, I think these are the people who need this opportunity, not me. So one of them, who is called Eric, is the one who took the opportunity. So Eric came, joined the business. And I remember the way we talked to him. We told him, you just go. When we see that you are making some money in the company, we are going to come and join you. So this guy came, joined the company. The first month, I saw his first check of 6,000. The second month, I saw his check of 25,000 Kenya shillings. So now, of course, when you are living with somebody who doesn't pay any bills in your house, and you see him getting that kind of money, you now start getting interested. So I remember him inviting me. He told me, now, Dave, you come to town, I want to promote you. By the way, I'm a fan of football. My team is Arsenal. I've not changed to Liverpool. And I was so much excited. So this guy invited me, and I went to town very fast to watch a game and to take 2 bottles of beer. I used to drink those years before I got saved. So I went very fast. But let me tell you, on that day, I didn't go to see football. So he told me, before we go to watch and drinks a bit, I want you to listen to something. So he took me to a hall, and I met a hall that was full of people, and those people were excited. So I just got curious, and I wanted to know what was happening. So I listened to the presentation, and what attracted me is that there was a soldier in the group, and he gave out his testimony. And that time, he showed us a check of 598 Kenyan shillings. So that attracted me so much. And I asked myself, even if I worked in the army for 50 years, I could not get that kind of money. So I didn't waste a lot of time again. I had only 700 shillings in my pocket. So I just filled the form, and I decided to join the business. So I joined the business because I was inspired by this soldier. Again, I saw young people were giving out their testimonies like I'm doing today. So they were giving out testimonies, and they were talking big things, the cars they want to drive, the houses they want to live in. And I got excited about that. And I told myself, I also need to be among these people. Another thing that made me join is that I met excited people in that hall. I met a hall that was full of excited bodies. People were excited. I'm telling you, they were so much excited. So I told myself, I would want to be excited by like these people. So I didn't waste my time. I didn't have some more money, but I just earned 700 shillings in my pocket. I gave out some deposit of 500 shillings. Then the next weekend, they told me there's something happening in Sitio, in Nairobi, a DQ school. For those people in the business, they understand what is a DQ school, a recognition rally. And that day, they were inviting a guy called Mike Vanderventure. So this day, I went, and I was so much excited now. I wanted to know more about the business before now I make the final decision. So I attended the meeting, and after the presentation, this man inspired me so much. So after the presentation, I now went and wanted to exchange some contact and maybe share with them a bit. Then he asked me, young man, are you yet in this business? Then I told him, I'm not yet in the business, I'm still thinking about it. And he looked at me, and this is what he told me. 12 years down the line, I've never forgotten those ones. He told me, your level of thinking has taken you where you are today. And then he told me, if you are not in this opportunity, clinically speaking, you are mentally retarded. That is 12 years ago. I'm telling you, I've never had a soldier being challenged again. And I felt bad. I went to Sitio. There's a cooperative bank. I removed my ATM, and I cleared the balance. And I told myself, I'm going to do this business. So I joined the business, and I started working. I met leaders who were able to assist me. They were ready and willing to assist me. I met one guy called Patrick Mugambi. Mugambi has held my hands. I can tell you, my friends. He held my hands, and he told me, I'll show you this business. Any step I take, and I move forward, you just take the next step. So we started working together with this guy. And let me tell you, I started now making some progress. I could come in the evening, You remember, I'm still working. Professionally, I'm a procurement officer. That is what I used to do in the army, in the procurement profession, supplies management. So I used to work. But now during the evening, when I'm free over the weekend, I was told that, Mr. Bundi, you need to come so that we can show you how you can be smart in this business. So I committed myself. I started doing it part-time in the evening over the weekend. And that is when I discovered, man, that I earned some time that I never knew. I discovered that we have time, but if we don't value what we are doing, we may never get time. So I discovered that you always create time for things that matter in life. So because I was so passionate, I wanted to change my life. Let me tell you, in the evening, I could come from those people who know Nairobi well, from Kawa Barracks to town for training. And guess what? I could go for trainings to be taught how to clap and smile. 2 lessons, how to clap and how to smile. And let me tell you, I used to be a very serious man, but I was taught how to do it by my appliance director. And let me tell you, the system just came. Today, I'm a smiling machine. It just comes automatically because I had to undergo that training. And one thing with me, because I got this one in the military, is that you need to train hand so that you can fight easy. So I trained how to smile, how to clap. And today, let me tell you, some people meet me and they tell me, I don't think if you have ever worked in a military organization. So I joined the business and I started working on myself. I started working the business and I started growing in the business. And even before I realized, I became a director. I became a Sapphire director. Actually, I became a Sapphire director 1 year, 5 months. And I started developing other leaders in my team. I discovered now the team is growing. I remember when I joined the business, I used to ask my upline director, where am I going to get people? I don't know how to speak to people. And my upline director used to tell me, if you make money, you know how to speak to people. So I used to be a very shy person. But let me tell you, I enjoyed the business and started working on myself. I started reading books. I was shown the habit of successful people. I started working on the system. And let me tell you, there are people who are ready to show me. So 1 month, 1 year, 5 months, I became a Sapphire director. And then the company told me, you need to be treated. And this time, of course, I was doing the business alone. When I became a Sapphire director, making over 70,000 Kenyan shillings, and still I have a salary from the army, of course, I could not live alone. For those people who are married here, they understand what I mean. I had to look for somebody who could assist me to eat the money. So I got married. And I remember my wedding. My upline directors came with the cars. I never earned anything. They came with the cars. And when those people we used to work with attended the wedding, all of them wanted to know what I was doing. Initially, I used to tell them, but they could ignore me. But when they came for my wedding, everybody wanted. And that is when I got some other networks of people joining my business until I got a director leg of Just Fat Karaoke. For some of us who are in this course may never know that Just Fat Karaoke belongs to my team. The reason why I'm saying this is because I joined the business never knowing that I could get people who could even do the business better than me. So I joined the business and the people got excited because of what they saw on the wedding day. Again, I went to Windsor and I saw the life that a 5-star hotel treatment. I was treated like an dignitary. And let me tell you, I didn't waste time again. I wrote a very smart letter and I told them I voluntarily joined and I voluntarily leave and I left. Let me tell you, it took some time, of course, to leave, but I had to leave. I made the mind and I had to leave. So I left employment and then the company came up with an incentive and they said, if you qualify for a Ruby director, you'll be taken for a Ruby orientation in South Africa, Santon Intercontinental Hotel. And the flyers were there. And let me tell you, I could enter into a matatu And I could see myself in a plane going to South Africa. And it didn't take me 3 months before I qualified as a Ruby to be taken for a Ruby orientation in South Africa. My first time to board a flight to South Africa. So you can guess now I've been boarding a flight from then. I've not missed any incentive from the company. Every year we are traveling. Every year we are traveling with the company. Last year, but one, we were in Abu Dhabi. Last year, this year we were to go to Europe, but we didn't go to Europe. So I'm excited because now I'm able to travel. And maybe for those people who are here, you see in the army, you travel. But you see, you travel in the bushes. But today I'm traveling in the best hotels in the world. I'm traveling to the best destinations in the world. So what I've been able to achieve in this business is that today I've gotten some personal development. I have people today in my team also who are making a lot of money. Because of the personal development I've gotten, I've been able to grow other people in my team. And today they are doing much better business than me. And let me tell you, if you can join this business and get people who are doing the business, you'll be smiling back to the bank. So today I'm blessed. Actually, I have one of the biggest team. I thank God because of that favor, that I have one of the biggest team today. So my encouragement to you, for those people who are guests today, is that you can join this business even without knowing. By the way, I didn't know that I'm going to get people in my team today. I have teams everywhere today in the world. I remember I used to hear Pascal coming to KICC, and he could say the distributors he has in Nigeria, he has a team where, but today, 12 years down the line, it is a reality to me. It is happening to me. I remember my father was a shopkeeper in my local village. And he used to tell me, I want you to go to school, study so earned, because I don't want you to come and start selling salt and the tea leaves in my market. I want you to do international business, but I didn't know how. But I thank God because of Neolife. Neolife now has enabled me to have a business in different countries. I remember the other day I was trying to sponsor somebody in Australia. So when I'm sleeping in Kenya, somebody in Australia is working. So I have a business that does not sleep. How do you like that? That excites me so much. How do I see the future in this company? When I look around, when I joined the business, I used to ask myself, where am I going to get people to join my team? 12 years down the line, my biggest challenge is, how do I meet all these people in my team? Actually today, because of the back office and the system that we are using today, I've never met so many of my directors, but I'm making money from them every month. So my challenge was, how do I get people? But today, how do I get time to meet all these people? Because the network is very big. So my encouragement, when I see the future of network marketing, actually the future is unlimited. We need to be in this opportunity so that we can empower so many other people. When I meet with some people who have some health challenges, my own mother-in-law, she has a condition. She has pressure, she has diabetes. When I gave her the products today, actually she visited me today from our country. Today she is so much excited. She tells me anytime she is using the product, she doesn't have any challenge. And that excites me so much. So I'm encouraging the members, the guests who are here today who have not joined the business. Just look at those people who are waiting for you. I may not come to your village, but remember there are people who are waiting for you. People have a lot of challenges. They are waiting for you. This is the best opportunity for you to touch them. And let me tell you, as you help more people, as you touch more lives, your life automatically changes. Today, I'm able to own so many properties. I may not talk about how much I'm earning today. The money I'm making, I've told you, I've traveled the world. I'm making a lot of money. I don't talk about the money because I have people in my team who are making six-figure income, so many of them. I have people in my team, directors are uncountable. So I may not talk about money, but When I see people that we are touching in the business, I get so much motivated. I get inspired. So I'm encouraging every person this evening that you can join this business. Now, I want to encourage you as I finish with one verse that encourages me in the Bible. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 11. And of course, my accent comes from some place in Mount Kenya. So I have a very strong accent. I may not quote it very well. So the Bible says that I have seen something under the sun. The race is not for the swift, or the battle to the strong. Nor does food come to the wise, or wealth to the brilliant, or favor to the learned, but time and chance happens to them all. When I got this verse encourages me so much. I may not be a 5-diamond director. I may not have so many one team members in my team, but I know if Pascal Oloo has president's team members in his team, I also believe I can have so many other 5-diamond directors in my team, because time and the chance happens to us all. And I believe every person who is here, maybe the difference between me and you is because I joined 12 years later. But today things are even better. There's technology, there's everything that has been enabled for you. So I believe that if you join here today, I've seen people joining some years back, even after I joined, and today they have done bigger business than you. I've told you one example of one leader in my team called Josephat Karaoke and Piero's Karaoke. I respect these leaders very much. I've shown them business, but today they are doing it better than me. So you can come here today, you join the business, and you meet leaders who can even do it better. But the exciting part is that as you show them, you'll be smiling to the bank. So what I can tell you is that if I've done it, if I've been able to get freedom to resign my job from the military, I told you I resigned voluntarily. Today I'm living the life that I really wanted. Every person seated in this call today, connected today, I believe we can do it better than me. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Back to Pascal. Asante.
Thank you very much, David. That was really a powerful testimony. And a few things I picked up that really excited me. In the military, you travel through the bushes. In this business, you travel through hotels. That's a very, very good saying, I think, because I know the military people put their lives at risk. But to get the courage to live, what I admire about military people is the discipline that they train you to build. And I think it really helps us in the business. So I want to thank you very much for sharing your testimony. It's, you know, if I was a guest, I would join the business yesterday, because I wouldn't think twice about starting this business again because of the testimony and the powerful message that you send to people. And as you say rightly, everybody has 24 hours a day. Everybody has the same chance. How your future turns out is the decision that you make. So let me just close, go through the final stages of our presentation. You see, there's something else that you do in our business is, this business is an online business. You can actually build everything from your house. You see, in South Africa, the lockdown started on the 26th of March. And for 5 months, we build our business from the house. Ordering of products, we do that online. Registration of new distributors, that is done online. When you start your business, you have your own back office where you can manage and monitor your business. Training is done locally and internationally. And something else that I picked up that David said, which is so fantastic about our business, is that if you build it correctly, your business works 24 hours a day. Because I think now some cities in the US, they're 6 hours behind us. Some places in the world, they're 6 or 12 hours ahead of us. So if you build the business correctly, whether you're awake or you're asleep, your business is running. Delivery of products, that can be done. The company contracts others to courier your products up to your doorstep. For example, in Kenya, they use the G4S. In South Africa, we've got several companies that deliver products to our doorstep. Payment, if you want to pay for the products, you can pay it, do payment online, or you can do mobile transfer. Payment of bonuses can be done also by the company, either using electronic funds transfer or mobile money. So you can do this business right from your desk, right from your house, without leaving. But you see, one of the important things about our business is personal touch. You see, if Corona wasn't here, I would have traveled to Kenya, I think, a number of times to meet our team there, or Tanzania, or even Nigeria. So that is what our business, that is what we're offering in our business. David spoke about Santon Sun Hotel. Betty and I were privileged last year in October to go to Santon Sun Hotel, and we spent 4 glorious days there. If you see the top left corner is how the rooms look like, the lobby. If you go to the roof of the hotel, that's how the roof looked like. It oversees Johannesburg. It's a fantastic place. And the company, every day you go to the meeting room, you have a bottle of Aloe Vera Plus, which you enjoy, and it's a fantastic treatment. Why does the company do that? Because the company recognizes your leadership capacity, and you have built a large network of users of the product. Those are some of the people who attended the leadership orientation, Ruby orientation school last year in October. People from Ghana, from Nigeria, from Mozambique, from Namibia, from Tanzania, people from all over the African continent, to share different experiences so that when you go back to our countries, we can build a bigger business. If you're a guest and you like what you see, pick up the phone, call the person who invited you, tell them, look, I want to start this thing immediately because I can't wait anymore. I want to also experience what David and Pascal are experiencing in this business. If you're in South Africa, once you fill the form, you pay your registration amount. In South Africa, it's between 690 and 2,700 Rand. In Botswana, it's 530 pula to 2,200 pula. In Kenya, it's 7,230 or 8,820. In Nigeria, it's 17,500 naira or 22,500 naira. In Tanzania, is 133,000 or 162,000 Tanzania shillings. In Uganda, is 196,000 shillings or 233,000 Uganda shillings. So there are different starter packages in different countries. Speak to your sponsor, speak to your upline. They will show you a form to fill. They will guide you how to get started in the business. Just a few last words. If you really want to change your life, you need to get involved in your own rescue. Last week, I was listening to Les Brown, and he said, the challenge with most people in the world, they don't even want to take part in their own rescue. So I have had very many excuses that people give for not starting the business. Well, if it's time, you and I have only 24 hours a day. How do you use that time? If it's money, if you don't have the money, fantastic. When you go to bed tonight, take a piece of paper, write down the names of 10 people who trust you. Remember, who trust you. If you're in Kenya, borrow 1,000 shillings from each of them, you'll have enough money to start the business. If you're in Nigeria, borrow 1,500 or 1,800 naira from each of them, you'll have enough money to start. If you're in Tanzania, if you're in Uganda, do the same thing. Write the list of 10 people who trust you. Tell them, look, I've seen a very important business. Lend me whatever it is you can lend me. I'll pay it back in 3 or 4 months. So you will never say you didn't have a reason to start the business, all right? And just the last advice is never give excuses in your life, because in our business, either you make money or you have an excuse, but you can't do both. Because I have never known that excuses bring money to your bank account. What I know is that if you want the bank account to grow, you need to be disciplined, you need to take a chance, learn new things, and your business will grow. So with those few words, I want the people who are the guests who I've shared with us today Speak to the person who invited you. Tell them you want to start the business, and they will guide you. They will show you. If you put 5 to 10 hours a week in this business, in 2 years' time, you don't need to work for your boss if you're employed. If you put enough effort, 2 to 5 years' time, you'll be successful. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much. God bless you, and bye-bye. See you the next time we have our presentation. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.